Hey there, welcome to our first 5-minute rebrand. I'm your host, BankSmartCarrie, where we take a bank or credit union that we found on the internet and give it a fresh glow up in 5 minutes or less. Ready? Let's go. So the first one here, we chose Community Service Credit Union. Check out these logos, the C, the S, the CSC, U, the script. What is even going on there? So I found this just randomly on Facebook. It came up, and a little bit about them. They are located in Huntsville, Texas, chartered in 1954. They have 2 branches and almost $152 million in assets. This is a snapshot of their Facebook, their Instagram, their debit card, their app screen, and their LinkedIn, which looks a little sad. The lights are on, but no one's home. Next, we have a couple of their Facebook posts, which I like the colors here, okay? They're a little vibrant. They're a little out there. I've seen these colors before in other financial institutions and other brands, but I don't hate it. So we're going to kind of play off of this a little bit. This is a snip from their annual report with, you can see some more scripty font. They use scripty font in their Facebook posts, but it also looks a little different than the other fonts they're using. So they don't seem to have a clear font. And then this is a picture of one of their ATMs, which looks fresh and clean, but has this, I'll say, old stuffy logo. Here's their website. And I saw at the bottom, their website is cscutx.com, which is kind of a mouthful. I wasn't really sure about that, but what I liked about it is I saw this circle around the CS, and it's not something I've seen anywhere else. So I drew inspiration from this circle logo here, as well as some of the circle logos on their annual reports, the elements. You can see the waves and then the half circles over there. These bubbles, the circles, they came from a screenshot in the App Store. So you can see that there's a lot going on here, but we have plenty to work with. I took the existing brand colors and put them into the palette. And are you ready? Here's our new logo. So we went from the first one on the top, which you can see that we maintained the CS in this logo. So the C kind of rounds the corner, the S rounds around it with almost like a U on the bottom, but that's really not the point of it being a U. It's more of to kind of cradle the CS and use and draw on that round element that we saw in the annual report. What I liked about this is that their font for Community Service Credit Union was nice, soft, and rounded. If I could have used that same exact font, I probably would have. I don't hate it, but I did want to separate it a little bit because it's weighted all the same and it's kind of hard to read. So I bolded the community service, spaced out the credit union a little bit, made it a little thinner, and kind of created that distinction between the 2 lines of text, because you want to know that community service is the important part of the credit union line. Do you love it already? I do. And this is still using one of their brand colors. It looks great in all varieties and on all different colors that they have. So we used their brand palette, showed it in different ways, because as you know, you'll need to put it on like a white background, a blue background, and that's kind of how it could show up on apparel as well. Now, this is their Facebook. I don't hate the Bank Happy, Spend Smart, Live Well. That seems to be their tagline. Something about the script letters felt a little off to me, but I think it's the sizing and the exact script that they used. What I have a problem with here is their description on Facebook is, we're here to help you bank happy and spend smart so that you can live well. That's a mouthful, and it really doesn't tell you much about them. So we've refreshed it. Helping Huntsville bank happy and live well since 1954. Locally rooted, member owned. You can see I kept the bank happy, spend smart, live well, and I adjusted the font just a little bit. So what did we do? Who? Community Service Credit Union. Perfect. Where? Huntsville. The other one didn't say where they were from. What? Bank happy and live well. When? Since 1954. I think this is the how. Locally rooted and member owned, which is what differentiates them. And I really love this. So again, 2 slides over, we're here to help you bank happy and spend smart so you can live well. I can't even get that out. It doesn't tell you who they are if you're just looking at it, but we want to know they're located in Huntsville, and they're helping the Huntsville community bank happy and live well since 1954. Bam. Here's their new debit card, their new app logo. And then I stacked it. So if you wanted to stack the logo, this is what it would look like. Mwah. Perfect. Thanks for joining. If you see a bank or credit union that is in desperate need of some style and snark, tag me on social or slide into my DMs at BankSmartCarrie or at BankSmart Studio. I am not a professional graphic designer, but I'll play one on